Hey, sports bettors. My name is Boyd. I teach beginner and struggling sports bettors how to use data-driven information and betting tools to identify positive EV plays. And so we have a handful of picks for you coming up. As you're going to see here in the video, I've got a lot of bets placed earlier this morning. We get up early in the morning and place these bets here. We're here in the Denver, Colorado market. So starting at about 7 o'clock in the morning, we start to get some of these picks going. I want to show you the data-driven information and the tools that I use to identify the positive EV plays. Now, I welcome you to join the channel, welcome you to join the community here. And as always, you can go to the website at boyddavis.com, get signed up for the betting tools, consultations, whatever you need to try to help you expedite your learning curve to start profiting in sports betting. So let's take a look. All right, sports bettors, good morning. I've got a play here on the points, rebounds, assists, player prop markets with the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Orlando Magic. And we're looking at Suggs. Jalen Suggs actually over the 16.5 at minus 106. This price is definitely standing out compared to the average price in the market. Over here at FanDuel, you can see here at FanDuel come down minus 106. What I really like about this is BetOnline is at minus 143. Holy cow. Let's actually open that up, see if we get any chart action. They clearly had some major drops here from minus 118 to that minus 143 and then on down to the 148. So this seems to be a really good play. Like it a lot. Great price, great buy. Jalen Suggs over points, rebounds, and assists. That's pick one of hopefully many throughout the day to mathematically profit. All right, this next one is one that as I'm recording we missed, and it's player points under on Jaden Ivey in Detroit Lakers game. So we have this pulled up here. We have the points market. As I scroll down, you're going to see Ivey's information pull up here in a minute. We had this at plus 105, under 21.5 at DraftKings. So here you are, DraftKings. They have moved this to minus 135. Holy shit. Do they not want your money? They want you to take this bet and go someplace else to get a better price, but don't do it at our place because we know that's the answer, right? So they were at plus 105. They moved that 40 cents. And so I've also checked it out on the odds screen that the OddsGem has. And so here you can see the pricing adjusting and moving. It's going from 21.5 down to 20.5. So across the market, early on we were onto this. We were really onto this, and it's a good thing. So even at minus 137 at 21.5 with BetOnline, which is where I like to use a key indicator of this. So again, we missed this particular bet. We missed this pricing, but this is how you do it. This is how you find value. And if we'd have got in earlier, we'd have gotten plus 105. So we're going to keep our eye on this bet tonight, just because I think that's going to be a winner. But I don't want to play it now as I just lost the CLV and a lot of value in price. All right, guys, another pick for you here. Again, in the Oklahoma City Thunder Orlando Magic game, we got a player rebound, player prop bet. And what I have found is some interesting information on the Josh Giddey rebound numbers. You can see here, the best price right now on the over is minus 105. And what we have found is at minus 101, you have Caesars sitting here. Now, Caesars is a pretty sharp sports book. What I do like, though, is BetOnline. Again, I like to use a lot of player prop information, and their charts here are showing they were at 100 even money, moved down to minus 103, and then really have moved down a chunk down to this minus 118. So that's some big movement in that direction for that particular play. So that's kind of telling me that's where you want to be is on this particular side. So where's the best price? Well, interestingly enough, DraftKings was at plus 105 just a bit ago. And then they just interestingly enough moved their price to minus 110. So that's really giving me another second set of confirmation that this is the side, this is the play, this is where you want to be. So right now, best price is at Caesars at minus 101. Really wish I'd have been in time to hit that plus 105. So this is a situation where you either pass or play on it. Maybe you shrink your bet size a little bit just because of that lost value in price. But that's about 15 cents, kind of a good chunk. But again, I would play this real quick at Caesars or, feel like I missed it at plus 105 when DraftKings. And I like to play DraftKings unders because typically they're being such a public book. A lot of the overs are going to go with them, just their players. And so a lot of times, they protect their under prices, and that's exactly what they did there. So for that reason, Josh Giddey under 5.5 rebounds is the play. All right, guys, here's a mainline bet with Iowa State and Cincinnati on the total. So right now, the market is right about the 135.5. You can see here, we're getting a nice price on this over at minus 115 at FanDuel. I'm also going to play at SportTrade. SportTrade is a Colorado betting exchange. They have it about a minus 117, so I like to move some of the mainline bets there. You can see here, minus 130. That's kind of interesting because they've also had some nice line movement from the minus 112 downward, so that's a positive. That's a good thing. We like that a lot. Also pulled up the lines here and you can see some of the other prices as they've come across in the market. Caesars Sharp Sportsbook, they're over 136.5. So I like this price that we're getting at minus 135. This is a good bet. And I want to pull up the charts for you again, just to get some direction on this pinnacle line. Actually, it's flat there. We saw it moving on the other chart, so that's encouraging. Sometimes I pull up Bookmaker. They're at minus 137. You know, that's, again, they've dropped a little bit. They opened up a little bit higher anyway, so that's kind of an encouraging sign that they opened up at that point. I actually picked this up earlier at minus 135.5. It was minus 117, so they've bumped up their market price there, so that's interesting. So again, for all those reasons, this is why I like the over 135.5 at FanDuel minus 115. It's a good price. Let's go make some money. All right, next up we have a player combo bet on the rebounds and assists. You can see here rebounds and assists in the Pistons-Lakers market. And we're looking at the Jalen Duran under on 13.5. And the reason why we're here, we were with DraftKings at plus 105 a bit earlier. They moved 10 cents. So this is an indicator that obviously they know what's going on. We like playing DraftKings unders, again, because they're so heavily public populated. We like this price here at Caesars Sharp Sportsbook with this minus 115. So we're going to go ahead and play the DraftKings under 13.5 on the points rebounds combo with this particular play with the Pistons-Lakers game. All right, guys, got one more play for you here on the Boston Celtics, Brooklyn Nets points, rebounds, and assists market. What we like here is the Cam Thomas under 29.5. You can see here at DraftKings. I like to play the unders at DraftKings. They're at plus 100 even money. That's a good price, especially when you're looking up against minus 125 at Bet Online. Holy cow, that's an outlier. And of course, we like the Caesars on these types of plays as well, minus 117. Even FanDuel's, got a little bit of juice on that side. So we're going to take this plus 100 even money at DraftKings and get that bet put in. You can see here, we can enter it in our bet tracker, probably just put, say, I don't know, $50 on it, and go from there. All right, got a mainline bet for you here, and it's going to be on the Baylor Bears at 6.5. This line opened up at 5.5 in most places and moved to 6.5, so all the way up to 7 at Pinnacle. And you can see here also using Caesars at minus 110. We're picking this up at minus 105 at FanDuel. Tiny bit better price, but what I want to show you as well is when you come over here to the odds screen, you can open this up and see the full effect of how the line movement has gone as well. If I can move this fucking square, I apologize. On this Baylor scenario, let's find it. And you can see here 7 at Pinnacle. So that's telling me you better get in now or it's going to keep going. These guys, these knuckleheads have actually moved to 7 already. So to get that at a lower price at minus 105 at FanDuel is important. Probably going to play this over at Sport Trade as well. If things don't go well early, I can always trade back out of that bet. So I like that. Here, you Colorado bettors, if you don't have Sport Trade, make sure you get that hooked up to your phone. It's an app. It's a day trading app for sports betting. Make sure you use promo code Boyd ST for Boyd Sport Trade. Colorado bettors take advantage of that. But we're going to go ahead and jump on this. Oh, they've already moved it. Here we go at minus 105. So we're going to take this Baylor at 6.5, minus 105 at FanDuel. Probably sprinkle a little bit in over here at Sport Trade, so we have some options to trade out of it, and that'll be another play for us. All right, guys, there's a handful of selections we're going with early on in today's games, and we do about 15 to 20 bets or so, sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on the slate of games, the number of games we have to evaluate. And, of course, using all the tools, all the data-driven information is something you have to do in order to get a market edge. And so, again, if you have any questions about those, leave them down below. Also, if you want to get signed up for OddsJam, we got 20% off your first 2 months for you. You got to have the tools, guys. You got to have the tools, and I'm here to teach you how to use the tools. But if you don't have that, make sure you get signed up for OddsJam. 20% off the first 2 months. It's kind of a no-brainer. You have to do it, but make sure you use Boyd20, BOYD 20. That's going to save you the 20% off. And if you do have any other further comments or questions, leave them down below. If you like this content, let me know. I'm going to keep making these videos for you as I go through my morning bets, my afternoon bets, and just kind of trying to help you expedite your education in sports betting for positive EV plays. So again, appreciate you stopping by. Make sure you join the channel, and as always, let's go make some mathematical money.